wishes all citizens a happy Aspiration Day.
Excuse me?
Oh, hey. Wow, you look different.
What do you mean?
Your outfit. It's so...
Iconic?
I was just gonna say weird.
If mine's weird, what color is yours supposed to be?
Duh. It's perinickel mangerine. It's like Tuesday's happiest color. Where are you even from?
You'd never believe me.
This museum visit just got way more interesting.
Your father seems to really love this place.
He'd spend all day, every day here if he could.
That's some real faith he must have.
That's one word for it. He keeps going on about a sign. As if Joey's arm is gonna tell him how to be normal.
I'm sensing some resentment.
Maybe he should ask it how to win Mom back.
Are there many people like your father in the city?
Like my father? You mean Joey fanatics? They have a club. But my dad is... something else. Got enough faith for the two of us.
Maybe even enough for all three of us.
You have no idea.
So your dad is waiting for a sign, right?
From the arm, yeah. Won't leave without one. We'll be here for a while.
Is there more to this museum?
There's the whole old history section. About what Union City was like before Savior Joey came along.
Oh, really? I'd like to learn more about that story.
I've heard it's pretty depressing. They only let you in if they think you can handle it.
How do they determine that?
The same way they determine everything else. Kudos. Like, if your kudos is high enough, or in my dad's case, raised enough since last month, they figure you've got the moral fiber to be able to make it out the other side still smiling.
Praise Joey, am I right?
So, where did you first find Joey?
Scattered across an irradiated gap scrap heap. Yourself?
In my heart? Your answer is way better.
What's there to do in this museum?
Other than this hall? The old history exhibit?
So there's a map in the old history exhibit showing the city as it was?
Yes, and it's old. Everything in there is.
I'll be darned if that isn't an aspiration brooch.
Great! Another social climber. You should speak to my dad.
You don't sound too proud of your achievement.
What, me? No, it's my dad who earned the kudos, obviously. Talk to him if you want to know who to impress.
Then, how did you get yours?
Oh, Dad got a second one. Bring a friend or something.
So they're transferable?
Technically, yes.
Does this social climber status do anything for you?
Absolutely. First, everybody who sees you can tell that you've been a model citizen all month.
Very inspirational, I'm sure.
Actually, it's kinda embarrassing. Everyone just stares at you all day. It's not like you even get anything good from it. Not really.
Then what's the point?
I guess if you really care, you get to go look around the special exhibits over in the old history room. Dad gets so excited by that sort of stuff. Can't stop staring at the old map.
So how would I get one of those aspiration brooches?
You'd have to ask my dad. He's the kudos king. If he gets Social Climber of the Month just twice more, we get a free toaster.
Wow, generous.
Yeah, well, we apparently already have everything we deserve, so...
Hey, listen, I know we just met, but I really was hoping to get one of those brooches. Need to check out the old history exhibit.
Let me guess. You were hoping I'd give you mine.
That's right.
No offense, but you don't seem as evangelical as most Joey freaks. What's back there that's so important to you?
The reaffirmation of my faith in Savior Joey, of course.
Oh, yeah. Seeing life before Joey really puts things into perspective. You should go check that out. I'm just so fascinated by this arm.
I'm really interested in that brooch.
So I can tell. Why exactly are you so keen to get inside the old history exhibit anyway?
Do you ever feel like you're not being given the whole truth about the city?
You mean how perfect everything is? Yeah. Sometimes it does seem a bit...
Ridiculous. Yeah, I mean, who'd fall for this Savior Joey nonsense?
Yeah. Sorry, I don't think my dad would like me talking to you. I'd better go back to the self-improvement and the learning.
It's really important that I get that brooch.
So you keep saying. But you don't seem like the reverent type. What do you really think of this place?
If I were a cynic, I might call some of it a little unbelievable.
Don't say that around my dad. He really buys into all this stuff. Hey, listen. You and me, we're on the same wavelength here. And it's a different wavelength than my father.
He does seem very devout.
Right? And honestly, just staring at an old arm gets dull. You can just walk out, but I'm stuck here.
And you can just go into the back while I can't.
I'll make a deal with you. You give my dad a reason to leave, and I'll give you this dumb thing. You in?
Okay, I'm in. That brooch in exchange for your freedom.
Finally. Praise Joey.
Praise? Yes, praise Joey. The girl had agreed to give me her aspiration brooch if I could somehow get her father to leave the museum. Would you be interested in a mini K?
Oh, put that away before I hurl.
It's not that bad. It's organic.
That's the problem. Gross.
Union City wishes all citizens a happy Aspiration Day. Union City wishes all citizens a happy Aspiration Day. Union City wishes all citizens a happy Aspiration Day. Union City wishes all citizens... Union City wishes all citizens a happy Aspiration Day. Union City wishes all citizens a happy Aspiration Day. Union City wishes all citizens a happy Aspiration Day.
Union City wishes all citizens a happy Aspiration Day!
Union City wishes all citizens a happy Aspiration Day.
But, Joey, after all that I did to maximize my kudos, why have you forsaken me? I worked so hard. I did every...
That's okay, Dad. It's all right.
But Cecily... I just don't understand.
Come on now, Dad. Let's go get you a nice can of spankles at the cafe.
Yes. Yes, I think That'll do the trick. I think it's time I tried that new flavor.
I very much enjoyed our talk today, Mystery Man. It's been eye-opening.
I'm glad we could reach an arrangement, miss.
Featherbottom. Cecily Featherbottom. Best Aspiration Day ever. Here you go. A deal's a deal. Until we meet again, may the light and wisdom of Savior Joey smile upon you. Happy Aspiration Day.
Alert. Trajectory obstructed.
Union City wishes all citizens a happy aspiration. Who saved us from starving and sadness and hate? Savior Joey. Put clothes on our backs and food on our plates. Savior Joey, who made Union City the best thing for miles. Savior Joey makes everything nice and asks nothing but smiles. Savior Joey. Savior. Welcome to the Old History exhibit, young lady.
Excuse me?
Oi! Keep the noise down.
Oh, sorry.
A little respect while you're in this hallowed place.
Right. And you're a guard here?
Name's Payne. Roy Allen Payne. Ex-security officer, 30 years on the force. And I've got my eyes on you.
Are you the only person working here?
The only person? Yes. Not thinking of trying something funny, are we, son?
Absolutely not.
Jolly good. Because I don't think funny is funny.
I don't doubt it.
And the robots that work for me, they don't like funny either.
They work for you?
Well, not for me. Technically, I suppose they're my co-workers.
What exactly is this exhibit?
What is the exhibit, he asks. Joey, give me strength. This is the Old History exhibit. The definitive collection of Union City artifacts. Courtesy of our illustrious benefactor, Mrs. Piermont herself.
It just looks like a load of old junk from the old regime.
Junk? No. Old regime? Yes. In the days before our savior took control.
What sort of things are inside this exhibit?
Just take a look around. Relics. Relics of a bygone era. We got tech in here over 5 years old.
And does it all still work?
Most of it should. Say what you like about the old regime, but stuff was made to last.
Can you tell me more about the exhibit?
I'm here to keep a close eye on things, not act as your personal guide. The information robot will tell you more about each of the displays.
Does this museum really need security?
There's always something going on beneath the veil.
Oh yeah? Like what?
Let's just say I'm no stranger to vandals, thieves, enemy agents.
And you can handle those?
Well, it is down to me to supervise the exhibit of old history, including but not limited to the security of the displays and artifacts.
Have there been any incidents recently?
Not on my watch. We must be vigilant.
I heard that you have an old map of the city in here.
Did you now? And what precisely did you hear?
That it shows Union City as it was 10 years ago. See, I have an obsolete area code, E1594, and I need to see where it is.
I see. Well, the map table is just over in the center of the room. But a specific area code, that'd be like finding a needle in a haystack. Good luck, son.
Is there some way to make that map show a specific location?
Come now, sir, this is not a child's toy room. That map table is for observation, not human interaction.
Well, is there anything else around here that could help me?
Sir, this special collection is for esteemed social climbers. Urban geographical hobbyists need to look elsewhere.
There's no way for people to interact with that map?
No, sir. You may look, but don't touch.
See you later.
Enjoy the exhibits. Quietly.
Would you like a mini knockwurst?
Did you take that from the fridge? It's padlocked shut.
No, it's a new delivery. Fresh this morning.
Doesn't smell like it. Keep it to yourself, thank you very much.
The information droid will be with you shortly.
Meet Spunky, lifelong friend and companion of our benefactor, Danielle Piermont. Spunky was a friend to all low-life citizens and a true symbol of Union City spirit until he was found drowned in a pond at the tender age of 7. Through this exhibit, may his bark be with us always.
Many years ago, Spunky had helped me in my quest to defeat Link. I was glad to see that he had gotten the respect he deserved. Animatronics and taxidermy, united at last. Thankfully, they'd toned down the bark.
The information droid will be with you shortly.
This old city refrigeration unit is one of the last known relics of the great gastroenteritis crisis, a particularly dark piece of pre-Joey history. Its seal remains unbroken to preserve its mysteries, and per request of the Ministry of Comfort's janitorial staff. Protect your family with Spankles, the only food replacement guaranteed to be irradiated for your safety and drinking pleasure.
It was an old fridge. There were strange noises coming from it, as if something was trapped inside. A padlock prevented whatever was inside from getting out.
Oi! What are you doing over there?
What? Who? Me?
Yeah, you!
I was, just giving the machine a checkup.
Good luck with that. Lost cause if I ever saw one. Meanwhile, why don't you get back to enjoying the exhibit? Quietly. That's why you're here, isn't it?
Oh, absolutely. I just can't get enough of old history. I didn't want to be berated by the guard again. I needed to find a way to distract him. Slight recollection?
The information droid will be with you shortly.
Public music in Union City used to be restricted to low-life areas only. At one of our long-lost clubs, the St. James Club, citizens could meet to dance and drink. These days, music devices are mostly personalized, and loud music is only permitted in VIP areas or public stages.
This city synth garbage would never compete with the stuff back in the Gap. That old stuff was always the best.
The information droid will be with you shortly.
Life in the Gap has always been primitive. Here we see a typical scene of two fully grown Gaplanders eking out an existence in the harsh wastes of the desert. Note the animal they are about to slaughter, most likely the now extinct quadruped commonly known as a goat. Goats were fierce predators, which were notoriously difficult to trap. Our two models here were clearly top hunters.
Union City still had some pretty backward views on the Gap. I couldn't wait to get out of Union City and return to the Gap, my home, but not without Milo. Whoever had made this exhibit clearly knew nothing about the people of the Gap. These models were far too clean-cut to be Gaplanders. They'd done a good job with the goat, though.
The information droid will be with you shortly.
Just 10 years ago, this lumbering barrel transporter robot was the height of technological sophistication. Designed to carry anything, provided that it fit into a barrel, these primitive robots paved the way for the Savior's arrival.
An old barrel transporter robot. Those robots always gave me the creeps.
The information droid will be with you shortly.
This antique map shows the primitive transportation available prior to the installation of the monopod system. Unlike today, travelers often risk delays, confusing journey plans, and the inconvenience of inconsequential chatter. Now, work is just a button press away. What lies beneath Union City? Some talk of giant monsters, tentacle creatures, illicit android laboratories. Beware, spreading these unpatriotic rumors can have serious implications for your kudos rating.
10 years ago, I'd used the old underground system to reach the heart of Link. The monopods had replaced the subway as Union City's public transportation.
The information droid will be with you shortly.
This organism, found in the depths of the old city, remains one of its greatest mysteries. It was, at one time, theorized that the biomass was the result of a mutated mini knockwurst flushed into the old sewage system. However, numerous court proceedings dictated that this was, in fact, a false statement fabricated by the franchise's competitor, Lil Knackers. Whilst its origins are unknown, citizens are assured it represents no threat to our well-being and is displayed here merely as a reminder of the dark ages of our great Union City.
The gruesome tendrils pulsed ominously, the product of Link, an experimental fusion of man with computer that had ended in tyranny. Warm and throbbing, the Link tendrils had been artificially reanimated.
The information droid will be with you shortly.
To power our glorious city, we used to use dangerous fuels. These days, we burn our waste and use that to provide all the power our citizens will ever need.
I'd had a run-in with this tech all those years ago. I hoped Union City had gone in a more sustainable direction.
The information droid will be with you
Union City's
shortly.
original digital curation device. Through terminals such as these, Link was used to control all aspects of citizens' lives. Their tyranny was ended when Savior Joey arrived and took control of the city. Joey replaced Link with our venerated Minos system, dedicated to creating the best city possible in which all citizens can be happy.
The old Link terminal had long since stopped working. The robot was a repository of information about all the exhibits.
The information droid will be with you shortly.
This holographic map demonstrates the success of the Council in revitalizing Union City according to Joey's guidance. With new Council-approved technology, every citizen can finally look up and see clear blue skies.
A giant holographic map of Union City as it was 10 years ago. If I could get the map to display area E1594, I would find the building where I suspected Graham had met with Leet. A metal panel was bolted onto the side of the table. Waving my crowbar around in public wasn't going to achieve anything. The Joey Speaks looked like a gimmick, but I couldn't pass the opportunity to hear my old buddy's voice again. There were too many people watching to just smash the glass. The hand scanner looked broken. I doubted I'd be able to use it anytime soon. The wiring to the hand scanner had been ripped out. It was never going to work.
The information droid will be with you shortly.
These humble scraps of primitive circuitry housed the spark that would become our beloved Savior, Joey. Many disciples of the Savior hold this board up as an example of immaculate assembly with rather less than immaculate soldering. Notice, this attraction is currently closed after complaints of language of a most un-Savior-like nature.
The information droid will be with you shortly.
La la la, la 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 la.
Joey?
La la la, la 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 la.
Joey, it's me, Foster.
Foster? It is really you?
Hey, old buddy. Boy, am I glad to see...
Let's talk more Crowbar, Foster. Or whatever other great idea you have for getting me out of here.
Is that Joey?
Joey, I'm so sorry. I had no idea what they'd done to you.
Yeah, save your apologies for after you've got me out of this.
Everybody, it's an Aspiration Day miracle. Joey's speaking to us.
No, that's not Joey. No way.
Joey, it's really you?
Oh, great. Here we go again.
Joey. Joey had been hooked up to a speaker, forced to perform like some circus act. I couldn't help finding it amusing. It was the original circuit board I'd programmed Joey onto all those years ago. Someone must have retrieved it from that old machine, the one I'd used to create Ken.
The information droid will be with you shortly.
Quiet down! What is the meaning of this? Someone, shut this thing down! Make it stop this disrespectful noise! Quiet down! What is the meaning of this? There's no... Everybody out! All right, everyone, stay calm. Make your way to the exit in an orderly manner.
The exhibit was on vermin-prompted lockdown. I had to find a way out without being detected, but not before figuring out where this Leet guy was hiding out, not to mention rescuing Joey. The inside of the fridge looked disgusting. It smelled even worse. The fridge contained an array of rotten food. The rat had been enjoying quite a feast. It was Joey's original circuit board, the one that I had built myself as a child. I'd recognize my own soldering anywhere. I got you, buddy. I built the circuit board when I was just a kid, and now I had it back. But it was more than just a board. My old pal Joey was on it. The robot had retreated from the chaos and was peacefully recharging. What a waste of time. What a waste of time. An old monitor displayed the maintenance test results for the barrel transporter robot. The text referenced the robot's e-manual. The terminal was displaying a maintenance report for the barrel transportation robot. Most of these old maintenance reports didn't look like they'd be much use. Tucked between the old work manuals was the occasional picture of dubious morality. None of it looked to be much use. Programming the Z-80 by Rodney Zacks. RBMK-1000 reactor. Meltdown procedure. The enemy within. Lure of the Temptress. Androids gone wild. In cold blood. So your android went rogue and killed your wife. Debbie does DDoS. Grease my gears. Droid principles. The old vacuum robot looked familiar. The old vacuum shell long predated Minos. I wouldn't be able to hack it.
What year is it?
Oh, relax. You were only unplugged for a moment.
Everything I ever loved is dead. Oh, hey, Foster. You're here too, huh?
Welcome back, Joey.
Is this the best shell you could find?
I was just collecting dust.
You've turned me into a vacuum cleaner, Foster. Again!
It's functional. Don't be ungrateful. And look, someone gave you a cool beanie.
Don't patronize me, Foster.
We'll find you a better shell soon, I promise.
Good. Because this one sucks. And not even efficiently.
Listen, we're in deep trouble.
There's something new. Care to bring me up to speed?
What are the capabilities of your current shell?
It's a vacuum bot, Foster. It sucks and it blows. End of.
Don't all these old vacuums have an interface probe?
I was really hoping you'd forgotten that part.
Don't be ashamed. It might come in handy.
I'm not ashamed. It's just cold in here.
I came here looking for a missing child, Milo. He was kidnapped from my village.
Oh no, Rod. That's terrible.
You wouldn't know anything about that, would you?
Don't look at me. I've been trapped in that glass prison for years.
If anyone asks, my name is Graham Grundy.
You come up with that yourself?
No. I needed an ID to get inside the city. I got this one from a dead body.
Jeez, Foster. Was it dead when you found it?
Don't worry, Joey. My conscience is clear. I learned about somebody called Leet here in the city. I think he's somehow connected to the kidnapping.
And we're gonna go find him?
That's right. I came here to find out where he hides out.
And to rescue me?
Come on, Joey. That goes without saying. That's everything. Great to have you back, Joey.
The Gat Chaps are back!
We were never called that.
Best friends?
That'll do, Joey. That'll do.
Union City is smaller than I thought. What's the scale on this thing? You know what they call gap landers here, Foster?
I don't think I want to know.
You're probably right. I'll keep it to myself. Even I can smell that.
You can?
Well, no. I wonder if dogs can swim. If it bleeds, we can kill it. That's an old robot proverb.
Sometimes you scare me. Joey, my oldest friend. My partner in crime. A real pain in the butt. I'd missed him.
What are you looking at, Foster? We have work to do.
How about a snack?
I don't touch that human stuff.
Hey, Joey. Any chance we could hook your board up to the vermin robot?
That vermin robot is entirely Minos technology.
Is there a big difference?
Well, you know how when you plug me into a port, there's a right side up and an upside down way? They changed the ports in Minos so you can plug it in either way.
Revolutionary.
Yeah, but it does mean you can't just plug your headphones in anymore.
Anything in here that might help us locate Leet?
What do we know about him?
I have a hunch he's involved in Milo's kidnapping. I've tracked him to a location reference, E1594.
Either that's the worst named restaurant ever, or an old map reference.
Do we have an old map?
You mean apart from the museum's giant holographic map?
I know. What were you doing in that exhibit, Joey?
I was on a journey of self-reflection.
Really? What did you learn?
I counted 2,147,483,647 sheep.
Careful, Joey. You'll max out your memory. What was the Joey Speaks exhibit about, anyway?
What do you think? People came from across the city to hear my wisdom.
And what did you tell them?
We are all living in a simulation, and death is the only escape.
And then what?
I don't know. I was switched off before I got to the noose part.
Why was the exhibit deactivated?
Let's just say that some people couldn't handle the truth.
Humans don't like their ideas being challenged.
They also have no appreciation of good singing.
How's the shell, Joey?
It's old, cranky, and it itches.
Suck it up, Joey.
You have a nice day too, Foster.
That shell suits you, Joey.
Get lost, Foster. Wait, find me a new shell, then get lost.
Only if it shuts you up. Anything here you'd like to plug into?
What do you mean, Foster?
That probe of yours. It might be our only way out of here.
Listen, if you find something useful, I'll maybe consider giving it the old Joey one too.
You see that holographic map?
I'm not blind, Foster.
Well, it looks like it contains information about everywhere in the city. I need you to use your probe on the map.
Before we start talking probes, find me an interface port.
Joey, I need you to find the location E1594 on that holographic map.
One thing at a time. Find a way to plug me in.
That's all for now, Joey. The panel had been covering the table's interface port. An antiquated interface port was built into the side of the table. Hey, Joey. Got a job for you.
What is it?
Remember that Leet guy I mentioned?
I never forget a thing.
Well, I've tracked him to an area code, E1594. Thing is, that code is part of the old system. It's obsolete.
Cut to it, Foster.
This old map shows the city as it was 10 years ago. The old system. If I can find E1594 on here, it would show me where to find Leet.
Have you seen the size of this thing? That will take you hours.
Exactly. I need you to plug yourself in. I bet you'll find the location in no time.
Give me a moment. Here, Foster. E1594.
Joey, you're a genius. There, that's the building I'm looking for. It's on the industrial level. Home Crescent Recycling Center.
This is where your guy Leet is?
I can't be sure, but it's the best lead I've got.
Okay, Foster. What's the plan now?
We need to get to that recycling center. But first, we need to break out of here without being seen.
Break out. Find Leet. Got it. Where can a guy get a coffee and a lube job around here?
A section of the expanded map showed the tracked location of Songbird's toy, Bilby, Home Crescent Recycling Center, in the industrial level. The doors were on lockdown. I wondered whether Joey could help me break out. Hey, Joey. We need to figure a way out of here.
What do you mean?
We can't just walk out, not with the museum on high alert.
That's right. A priceless artifact has been stolen.
Really, Joey? Priceless?
You can't put a price on friendship, Foster.
Do you think any of this junk could help us out?
It wouldn't be the first time.
Can you help us escape, Joey?
I don't know. This old tin soldier might have a few tricks up its sleeve.
You got a welder in that thing?
Better. My probe.
How compatible is your probe?
It's not exactly cutting edge, Foster. I'd say not much newer than this stupid shell.
See that transporter robot? What does it do?
Don't you remember? It transports stuff on a fixed route.
Maybe we can talk to it.
Talk to it. It's not clever like me. It just follows its programmed route. You think we can use it to get out of here?
I don't know yet.
Maybe I should probe it.
Hey, Joey, can you talk to the transporter robot?
What do you mean, talk? I already said...
Your probe, Joey. Probe the robot.
Go probe yourself, Foster.
If you could give the transporter just enough juice...
Please, let's not call it juice.
Whatever. Just see if you can get it started.
Okay, but would you mind looking the other way?
Of course. You almost done?
Don't look!
Sorry. It's, not doing anything.
You don't say, Foster. It's been wiped clean. Decommissioned. Murdered. We need to give it new protocols.
Do you think you could do that?
Of course I could. I just need to know how the system works first.
I'll have another look around. The droid had an old interface port at the base. Any luck reprogramming that transporter robot?
I'm not like you humans, Rob. I can't just stick it in and wiggle it around until something happens. Maybe you can find a digital manual around here somewhere.
The terminal was displaying a maintenance report for the barrel transportation robot. I'd need to find a better way to display the information if Joey was to make any sense of it. Look, Joey, a work report for that barrel robot. And it comes with a maintenance e-manual.
How fascinating.
Do you think this would help you reprogram that old thing?
Well, sure, if you can find a way for me to read it. That terminal clearly wasn't built for vacuum bots.
holographic table now projected the schematics for the barrel transportation robot. Try giving this a look, Joey.
I hope you're not wasting my time, Foster. Interesting. Very interesting. Ah, this is exactly what I need to reprogram that barrel robot. You're welcome, by the way.
For what? I'm the one who found them in the first place.
Yeah, but can you read them? You're welcome.
Go reprogram the robot, please.
What do you want it to do?
Let's get out of here. We need somewhere hidden outside this room.
Toilets?
Toilets. Try and aim for the men's room, Joey.
Whatever. And that's done. Let's never speak of this again.
So what now?
Well, are you ready to go?
Ready.
Then climb aboard and let's go! Come on, Foster. Let's get a move on.
The barrel was just large enough to squeeze into. It was a snug fit, it smelled bad, and I felt stupid. Far from discreet, I'd managed to escape unseen.
Come on, Foster. Let's get a move on. That blows.
Warning, citizen. Cleaning route is active.
Hey, what's a nice droid like you? Hey, come back here. Hubba, hubba.
Warning, citizen. Cleaning route is active.
Mr. Grundy? Mr. Grundy? It is Mr. Grundy, isn't it?
Of course, Mentor Alonso. Who else would I be?
Well, quite, Mr. Grundy. Who indeed, What brings you down to the Museum of New History today?
On Aspiration Day? Where else would I want to be?
Oh, perhaps at home, preparing for the party. Oh, my apologies. I had forgotten that you no longer have the required social standing. I wonder, may I scan your U-chip again?
I'd rather you didn't scan it.
Yes, I'm sure.
Pardon?
Oh, nothing to worry about, Mr. Grundy. Nothing at all. Ah! It seems I accidentally scanned it after all. My sincere apologies. Yes, there it is. A sector of corrupt data, almost as if... How very strange. Have no fear. I'll consult my colleagues at the Ministry, and we'll soon have you sorted out. I'm almost positive you have nothing to worry about.
Let's hope so.
Just one more thing, Mr. Grundy.
Yes, Mentor?
I am surprised to see you wearing an aspiration brooch.
By the power of Joey, I am now a social climber.
So it would seem. So it would seem.
Alonso was definitely onto me. I'd have to watch my step around him.
Nice Nice guy. Friend of yours?
Not yet, and I'm not holding any hopes. You know I'm pretending to be someone called Graham.
Sure.
Well, that guy is investigating Graham.
So he's investigating you too?
You got it. Aren't you worried someone will recognize us from the escape?
Come on, it's not like we're still rolling around in that barrel robot.
No, but...
It'll be fine. Humans forget stuff all the time. Like how you forgot your best friend.
How long are you going to hold that over my head?
We've got 10 years of material to get through, Foster. Buckle in.
Nice job on the escape, Joey.
I have my moments.
Huh. Looks like they shut down the old history exhibit.
Well, duh. They lost the main attraction.
I've been thinking about putting it back.
Don't you dare.
Maybe they'll give me a reward.
Stop.
You think there's anything useful in this museum?
It's a museum. Nothing here but obsolete, worthless old junk.
You were in here for years.
Yeah, back when the place had value.
Anything in this old museum that might help me find Milo?
There's the Spankles exhibit.
How is that helpful?
Kids like Spankles.
That's all for now, Joey.
Union City wishes all citizens a happy Aspiration Day.
Spankles! They're so naughty. I don't have taste buds, but anything that glows in the dark must be top quality. Hey Foster, I found an exhibit made just for you. This must be the council I keep hearing about. I don't get it, Foster. What's the big deal? Savior Joey never made a bust of you, Foster.
Wishes all citizens a happy Aspiration Day.
Those people sure look happy. I don't like it.
Please stand clear of the glass.
What's going on here?
Stand back, please, sir. It isn't safe. There's been a terrible accident. Or perhaps I should say, incident.
What do you mean, incident?
It's all gone pear-shaped in there. The old displays are playing up, a dirty great rat on the loose. And now, the old barrel robot has decided to go walkabout. Smashed right through the glass here.
Oh no. Not on Aspiration Day of all days.
An absolute shambles. On my watch, too.
That doesn't look good.
Not my fault, of course. I was inadequately supported. Understaffed. I shall be having very strong words with my supervisor.
Any idea what happened?
Sabotage.
Sabotage?
Sabotage. Foul play. I've been warning my supervisor for years. And I can see now that the Joey arm has been acting off as well.
A rogue arm? Sounds like there's trouble afoot.
Leave the jokes to me, Foster.
I'll be sure to investigate.
Did you see anything strange?
Apart from a rat, the theft of an incidental artifact and a smashed door, nothing out of the ordinary. Nothing slips under my radar.
The barrel robot had served as an excellent disguise. We were in the clear. Can I go inside the exhibit?
Absolutely not, sir. There's been an incident.
But I just want a quick look.
Non-negotiable. It's very dangerous.
But...
Are you questioning my authority? Listen, son. I'll have you know I can dock your kudos like that. Well, I can put in a request.
Why can't I go inside the exhibit?
Can't you see?
What am I looking at?
See that glass? There's been an incident. Looks like a breakout to me. One for the Ministry of Safety, I reckon.
So the exhibit is closed?
Until further notice, yes.
Have there been any incidents recently?
Other than right now?
There's always something going on beneath the veil.
Oh yeah? Like what?
Let's just say I'm no stranger to vandals, thieves, enemy agents.
And you can handle those?
I suspect this recent incident involves one of the aforementioned. We must be vigilant.
Union City wishes all citizens...
Linos? Sounds like Link 2.0 to me.
Please enjoy the music.
Hey, I know that lady. What's shaking, Miss Piermont? Oh, you're a hologram. Sorry about your dog.
Please ensure your aspiration brooch is worn upon it.
City wishes all citizens a happy Aspiration Day.
Time for the gun show.
Union City wishes all citizens a happy Aspiration Day.
This robot really needs to put its vocalizer to better use. Announcing my superiority would be a good start. Foster, let's read through my history. I don't think you quite appreciate how incredible I am.
Ripped our beloved city. The people suffered under the...
This guy never shuts up.
Remind you of anybody?
The struggle against Link was long and fierce, and there was great suffering. Only through great sacrifice did the Savior defeat oppressor Link.
Alert. Trajectory obstructed.
Remember, all of this month's social climbers will be...
Look, Foster, this is Piermont. But we can call her Danielle.
She's worn upon edge. Please learn all about Union City in the post-Joey era. Learn all about Union City in the post-Joey era.